Yo, it's Scott with that Fort. I'm doing a pre-stream before we go to the creek and go ahead and do a little sluicing the dirt that I've been working on the past week or so. Week and 2 days worth of dirt. Porch is still a mess, but it's a more organized mess. I was forced to when we unloaded Yen's truck. I had cleaned the porch off and gotten everything organized, and then I had to unload her truck, put all her crap on the porch. So I moved all my stuff into one little area here, so everything's kind of crammed in this little corner. But this is the dirt we're concerned about. It ain't a whole lot, so I ain't gonna take this long. Hey, what's up, Philippe? And I'm just gonna do a quick little stream before we go to the creek. We're gonna be late getting to the creek. Usually we get to the creek about 9:30, and then maybe start working by 10. But I kept Yen up a little bit late last night, so I'm gonna let her sleep in a little bit this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some sluicing while we wait for her to wake up. Morning, David. So we just got a little bit of dirt, and I really just want to see how well my setup here works with the gold cube, my 2-stack. I'm gonna have to move some buckets out of the way, so bear with me for a minute here while I wasn't really prepared, but I'm gonna let Yen sleep in a little bit today, so we're gonna be late getting to the creek, so I might as well go ahead and do this. We're gonna skip the members guessing this week because we just ain't got that much gold from last week, or I don't know. We'll see what we get the rest of this week. So I don't know. Let me get this going here. This here is going to be a bucket flare for the gold cube. When it's set up on the floor, I'm gonna make a bucket flare out of this thing. It'll work. I didn't go out and buy it. It's been sitting around in the garage full of junk and old leaves, and yeah, it's a nice Rubbermaid bucket. Yeah. Yeah, all this dirt needs to eventually this is this year's dirt. Then I got 8 buckets of dirt from last year that still got to be rerun. They're old tailings. These are all old tailings. These buckets are empty. Alright, we're almost back to organized, sort of. 2 broken tripods that are going to be rescued here. These are going to be my home setup eventually. Alrighty. That's the fun part. Let's see how well this is going to look. Wow, 80 people. This is just a pre-creek stream here. Just going to run some tailing or cons through this thing and see how well it's going to work for a clean out sluice. I'm not running these buckets, just this little bucket here. Where'd he go? This is my working bucket from the creek. I do think we'll kitchen strainer it. Yeah, let me get the hose. Tailings. Everywhere got tailings. Easier running the hose around this side. Alright. Almost ready for this. So we'll probably get to the creek about noon today if we're lucky. That's alright. Alright. Y'all want to watch me strainer this stuff? 71 people, they might not be privy to all the fun. It's more cons than I thought. I thought, oh, this is going to take 2 seconds. Shouldn't take very long in that dang gold cube. Still feel bits coming through the screen. Good enough. Alright, let's see what this gold cube does. I'm gonna turn my electricity on. Alright. Hey Donald, how you doing? We ain't to the creek yet. We're just waiting for Yen to wake up. Really, that's what this is. She gonna be a few hours. I've got it set to 40. This is about as slow as I can run it. Probably a little bit too slow, but I ain't got no jet dry in there yet. I gotta get that going. So I got a small mortar tub inside of a big mortar tub, and the gold cube's just sitting inside of the small tub. Never really tried it this way before, so we'll see how this works. That's plenty of jet dry. I think I'm gonna kick it up to about 50, just to get it started. That's 50. That would do for a cleanup. Alright. I got all my cleanup stuff in one bucket. Find my spoon. There she is. Alright, who all's here? Donald. I'm gonna give out some wrenches. Hey Jeffrey, what's up? Hey Crash. Haven't seen you in a while, buddy. Give out wrenches, so come back to any of my streams. You got a wrench, you can go visit other people's channels. Hey Susanna, I think I see you on there. My chat's stuck. There you are. Why is my phone? My phone's not scrolling. Alright, y'all. Let's see what this gold cube does. Let's go ahead and pour the water through. Alrighty. Let's see how this cleans up on 50. Oh, that'll work just fine, I think. Stir on it. Yeah, that'll be fine. Clean out sis, that's just perfect. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna just throw the snuffer bottle in the dirt. Where's my snuffer bottle? Because it's got all the gold in it. Really. Let me go ahead and just throw it in the dirt. Get it mixed in there. Last week's dirt gold. I know I had it in the snuffer. I just want to see it in the sluice, see how the sluice works. Not that I don't know how the sluice works, but I've not run it in a 2-stack like this before. I don't even know if you guys can see very well. Yeah, you can see all right. Better than the setup I had, I think. Might even kick it up about 55 or 60. It seems like it's alright. Anything this micro didn't get, that Cape D will take care of for sure. just kind of like a 12-inch wide cleanout, buddy. Or that's wider than 12 inches. Yeah, it's 12 inches wide for the mat, I believe. Maybe 12 and a quarter, 12 and a half. It makes sense to just be 12, wouldn't it? Probably do like I did with the other one, just tip the bucket and wash it with some water. Probably what I'll eventually wind up doing. Could just put it up here on my, yeah, that's what I do. Throw it up on my silicone mat. That works real good. Yeah, I like that. That works good right there. Yeah. Silicone for the win. So this is just a silicone baking mat, or a piece of one. And I screwed it in. The mat's not screwed in. The silicone is screwed in, and it helps smooth the water. I like how it sticks to the silicone. Does anybody know why that is? Why does it stick to the silicone? That's a quiz. I'll be looking to see if anybody got the right answer. I'm going to tell you the answer here in a second. It's for all my non-gold miners. Some of my engineers and scientists. Why does gold stick to silicone? I'll give you a minute here. Alright, I'm about to tell you the answer. Silicone is hydrophobic and gold is hydrophobic. When you put the two together, they're both repelling the water in all directions away from them. And if you get them to repel the water between the two of them, they stick together. They want to stick together. So it's their hydrophobic properties that make them want to stick to each other. Alright, hope you learned something today. Alright, we're about ready to wash this bucket straight on in. The remainder, all the good bits. I'll wash my spoon off. Good people. So it's quick to run, about the same as regular too. Not seeing any gold in the mat. Oh, I'm seeing some shiny in the mat. Wonder if I should detach you. I think that might be the easiest way to detach you. Slide you out. See if we can see some of the color here. Zoom on in. Yeah, we got color up in there. Yeah. It's basically just a wide format cleanup, buddy, is what I figured. So, yeah, awesome. Let's see what we got here. I've got me a little mortar tub for washing this stuff. We'll do that. Oop. Don't want to change my chat filter. Shut her down. I'm gonna have to invest in some hoses, probably. Taking them on and off all the time. Let's see. I'll go ahead and set you guys down here. And wiper blade. I gotta put a wiper blade on Ian's new car on the rear. So yeah, my top, I just have the mat like that. Pretty easy to clean up. Too much slick. So that's clean. And then the Cape D, I doubt there's going to be anything in the Cape D. I kind of want to do them separate. But that's my rig for my slick plate. I'll show you close up. So I loosen the screws on this thing and put the silicone flap in. I just slide my mat in. You have to keep it from sliding down. If it slides down, it'll close off that gap down there. So just stick a rock in there. Where's my rock? I just wedge a rock down there. The mat doesn't slide down. Perfect. Works. I got the Cape D here. Let's separate the dirt though. I want to see if all the gold's in this mat as opposed to the Cape D mat. So let's keep them separate. We'll put, I don't need that big a tub. We'll put the Cape D stuff in the Pro line. And that's easy right there. Now, Cape D. Alright, so this is from our Mini. I'm going to set that there. Now we'll wash off our Cape D mat. Now this I've got attached. That one's screwed in with the kit. I still have the conveyor belt matting on there. Tammy at Croissant Mine, she said, just leave that conveyor matting on. Why you gotta take it off for? It's like, I don't know why people take it off. And I said, yeah, right. Any gold gets past the dream mat, you just wash out your conveyor belt underneath. You ain't losing no gold that way. So, anyway. I should have more of a spray. There we go. Definitely more dirt in the Cape D. Alright, let me put everything back. Come on, stupid. Oh, I got them back there. Oh well, I'll have to put that back together later. Alright, pro line for this one. Yeah, still got work to do on the porch. Alright, now I gotta get a tub of water. I don't have a paint. This is my painting table here, so I think I'm just gonna pan down here on the porch today. So let's check out our Cape D first. And I'm gonna check the camera real quick. I'll get some jet dry in here. Not fully prepared. I'm gonna jet dry and check the camera. Y'all come in close. That good? Let's see what we got in our Cape D. Yeah, there's a lot of dirt in the Cape D for sure. Let's see how much gold got past that little micro mat. Should be about 0.05 altogether from last week. Not a whole lot. Not like the week before. Week before, man, half a gram, over half a gram last the week before. I got into a pocket. Yeah, Ian wanted to go to bed at 9 o'clock last night. I made her stay up, watch McClintock. We watched McClintock. And then I kept her up extra late. So I'm letting her sleep in this morning, so we're going to be late to the creek today. Figure we'd go through our dirt. I was kind of saving this dirt for members, but there just ain't going to be enough gold for that. We'll do something else for members this week. So giving it to all y'all. You don't even have to subscribe to watch this one. Alright, let's see what we get. Let's see if y'all can watch it. So this will tell me in the future, I may just clean out the top and not worry about cleaning out my Cape D much. Maybe clean out the Cape D once in a while. Oh, there's some color in there that the micro missed. Maybe, yeah, well, yeah. I might even have to rerun my tailings. Look at there. Alright, so this is the Cape D gold. My porch is worse than the creek. Cape D gold. There's some big chunks in there, so I may want to rerun my tailings once or twice here. Make sure I get everything. So that's that. Let me get a snuffer bottle or a snuffer bottle. Let's use the Garrett. Tap through and see if we get some more of that. I think I'll do the micro. I'll stand up and do it in front of the camera, I guess. Alright, the good stuff's coming here in a second. Alright, that's it for the Cape D. Alright, for the mini. all set up, and then I'll just stand up the back paint it. And just get some of the lighter stuff off the top. That's good. Let's see you guys. Let's do it this way. I'm standing right next to you. How does that look? Are you zoomed in? I hope you ain't zoomed in. You are zoomed in. Alright, unzoomed. A little speck right there. Try to get him back up. Get back up. Don't want to go up there. Just trying to keep the escapees from escaping. These last bits of rock are a pain in the butt. Always gotta use the finger at the last bit. That guy right there. Getting gone. That's pretty clean right there. Alright, and this is the goal from the mini mat or micro mat. From last week. I'm guessing we might be 0.05 for the whole week last week when you take all the gold together. Go ahead and snuffer this up, and then we'll dump the snuffer bottle and see what everything looks like together. Give me a sec. What did I do with that? Point you back down here. Ain't bad. But yeah, I've been jonesing to see some gold. I didn't see much gold yesterday. Yeah, missed a little bit here in this last, so I got to snuffer up a couple little specks. You can already see. I don't feel the need to show you these little specks here. I think about 5 of them. This rock, well, a little more than 5. Got it. Just a triple check here. Yep, I got one speck that's worthy of snuffering. Ah. There he is. Alright. One more here. Alright. I will go back to the dirt another time, but let's see what we got. Alright, this is all the gold from last week. I'll let you guys guess on the weight, I guess, but I don't have a prize for you. But just for shits and giggles, if you guys want to guess on the weight, I'll let you do that. You get some of the fine black sand out of it here. Get it all clean. How I do that is keep a lot of water in there and do it like this. Work it all back to a smile. And kind of work that back down. There's always one guy there that doesn't wanna, and one guy there that doesn't wanna. That last rock always, that guy right there. Keep going. Alright. This is everything. So if y'all want to guess at the weight, just to see who's got the better guesser, I'll let y'all guys do that. I ain't got a prize for you, but it could be fun. Just put a guess in the comment or the chat here. But I'm about done with this here gold. About ready to go to the creek and get some more. Gotta get Yin up out of bed. What's up, Carl? Thanks, man. I wish I could hold it steady. It's real hard when you're zoomed in this hard. Like if I breathe, you can see me breathing. It jiggles it each time I breathe. Maybe I should set it down here. Let's set it like that. Oop. Oh hell. I don't know if I can zoom anymore. Yeah, a little bit. Come on. Awesome. All right, so yeah, I'll let you guys guess on it. I ain't got a prize for you, but if you remember, and this was a normal thing, members would be guessing on this, and they would be winning like a small prize. The closest without going over. If you go over, So we do it Price is Right style. If you think everybody else is over, you can bid $1, and you can probably win. My guess is about 0.05. All right, y'all. We're gonna get to the creek sometime today. I'm guessing it's probably gonna be closer to noon today. That's why I did this stream, because I kept her up real late last night. So I'm gonna let her sleep in. So we'll be to the creek as soon as we get everything all squared away and all that good stuff. But thanks for coming, and yeah, it'll be a whole day of streaming. We'll stream from the creek. Yeah, there'll be maybe two more streams today. Maybe another stream when we get back from the creek, and do a clean out. So I'm happy to see that my clean out actually kind of works. I do got to flip my setup around. Let me show you my setup again. I was wondering why I was like, whoa. I went crazy getting that thing leveled, getting the right angle and everything. I flipped it around the wrong way when I set her back down. But it works well. I can put all 4 stacks on here in this setup. The problem is the tailings are gonna fill up real quick. So I got these tailings from this, and I'll probably run those through one more time later. Maybe when we get home. Maybe this weekend. Where my level is. Pretty good. That's that, yo. Thank you for coming. Like and subscribe. We'll be at the creek as soon as we can today. Yeah, yesterday didn't get much gold, so we just threw it in with last week's gold. So yesterday's gold is in there somewhere. See if you could pick it out. The stuff we got yesterday. It's pretty damn good looking when you zoom down. Oof. All right, y'all. I'm addicted. I'm totally addicted. I'm at 0.05. It would be my guess, but we're going down to the 3 digits, so 0.050. So see who's closer, just for fun. I don't know. Maybe I'll send you a snuffer bottle. All right, y'all. I'm gonna sign off here so I can get ready, get Yen up, get headed to the creek eventually. Oh, y'all want to see Yen's new truck or Yen's new car? She sold her truck. There's her. Damn it. There's her new. She got her a minivan. No license, so Toyota Sienna. Thing's nice, not a scratch on it. 2019, like 75,000 miles. So, and not a scratch on it. So, pretty stoked on that. I know Yen's stoked on that. I missed the Tacoma, though. I liked having 2 trucks. All right, y'all. See you at the creek probably about noon. Thanks for coming. Like, subscribe. Visit Alaskan Assassin. Go say hey to him. Go visit Carl and Jeffrey. Go click on some names. All right, y'all. See you soon. Thanks.